Hezbollah has grown into a major military, political, and social force here in Lebanon. To truly understand their power, however, you have to venture into the war-torn Shia neighborhoods of southern Beirut, where Hezbollah's leaders are considered heroes. CNN senior international correspondent Nick Robertson takes us inside.
Where are we going now?
Now we are moving to where Israeli jet fighters bombed what it called Hezbollah headquarters.
These are Beirut's southern suburbs, predominantly Shiite, and a Hezbollah stronghold. These days it's a dangerous place, and this Hezbollah spokesman is clearly rattled by the prospect of more Israeli bombs. How dangerous is it in this area at the moment?
It is very, very dangerous. We are now the most dangerous place. It's in the most dangerous moment.
Israeli warplanes have hit this area hard because it's the political capital of Hezbollah, a state within a state. Its influence is everywhere. Before the bombing began, you could find Hezbollah hospitals, schools and charities supporting Lebanon's traditionally poor and dispossessed Shiite community.
I said to Hezbollah, God bless you.
For Malika Saror and her family, Hezbollah provides water when no one else can or will, even now when so many are displaced. Hezbollah picked up the garbage, paid for medical care and helped run the schools, stepping in and overshadowing the Lebanese government.
Hezbollah is doing all the things for the people.
On a practical level, Hezbollah paid half the cost for her daughter Zainab's school. And Zainab says that was just the beginning of the help.
If something is broken in my school, Hezbollah helps them to make it and to correct it again.
Now Zainab is on her way to becoming the next generation of Hezbollah.
I hope that when I be big and adult, I want to be a doctor for Hezbollah. If someone have a hurt in his hand, I will help him.
Both mother and daughter say they appreciate all that Hezbollah does for them, but the most important thing to them is still the resistance.
I like them more when they kill the Israel from our land, because this land is us only.
They mean all my life to my family and to my husband, to my sisters, to all the world.
And in return for all that it's given her, Hezbollah's won Malika's unconditional support. When the family is finally able to return to their home, they believe that Hezbollah will help them rebuild.
They promise that they will help the people to continue, yes, the life again.
Hezbollah has a track record of doing just that. In 1996, after an Israeli military assault destroyed numerous buildings in southern Lebanon, Hezbollah was quick to help its supporters rebuild.
Hezbollah has a very interesting outfit called the Jihad Construction Company. They load their trucks with windows and all kind of construction equipment, and all these young guys with their t-shirts saying Jihad al-Bina here. They will go from house to house and offer the people, do you want us to fix your windows? Do you want us to fix your doors?
Even now, as its buildings are being destroyed, Hezbollah is organizing refugees and relief services. Proof its ability to provide social service has survived.
Wow, there's a lot of damage here.
The rebuilding of South Beirut won't come until the bombs stop falling, but when it does, Hezbollah will be there for its followers, as it has so many times before. For now, it's more about surviving.
Our action is always reaction. It's never an action.
But they say you're killing civilians.
Now there's jet fighters, we have to move.
You're really worried about another strike here right now?
Of course, of course.
Next, Israel's growing fear, why this conflict is different than all others. lives. In Haifa,
This is my khal.
air raid sirens and rocket explosions are a haunting reminder.
This is the very spot where I lost my daughter together with the other 16 people.
Now, with Hezbollah rockets reaching further inside Israel than ever before, the fear of terror is a daily part of his life.
Right now, we don't know where the missiles are going to hit. It can hit anyone, and it covers much more range than a suicide bomber did. People are afraid, and we have to be attuned to the radio or to the noises outside.
The threat of Islamic terror is a fact of life in Israel. Palestinian militant groups like Hamas have turned the country into a breeding ground for suicide bombings and terrorism. This chilling footage, shot by Hamas, shows an actual suicide bombing.
It took 4 months to dig a tunnel under an Israeli military post.
December 2004, 2 Hamas bombers prepare for a new kind of suicide mission.
We are fighting you with a method that you haven't seen before. We will come to you from underground.
They've tunneled their way under an Israeli army outpost, getting ready to blow up 1.5 tons of explosives. 15 Israelis are killed in the explosion. This footage shows just how dedicated these groups are to their cause. Retired Lieutenant General Moshe Yalon served as Chief of Staff of the Israeli military from 2002 to 2005.
They sanctify death. They do not sanctify life, and this is the way they educate their people. This is part of the weaponry system. And the production line, unfortunately, it's in the schools or in the kindergarten. Actually, they educate the young generation, and this is the case with Hizbullah as well with Palestinian terrorists. They educate the young generation to become homicide bombers.
Most Israelis have learned to exist with the constant threat of terror, but now cities and towns once untouched by violence have been pounded by Hezbollah rockets. Israeli citizens are experiencing combat in a way they've rarely known. In the northern city of Tiberias, a town once safe from Hezbollah's reach, Yuval Liani surveys the damage caused by a rocket.
Hezbollah don't want land. They don't want nothing. They want us dead.
But in towns like Kiryat Yom to the northwest of Tiberias, many Israelis have simply left. With a constant barrage of Hezbollah rockets, residents who've remained have taken refuge at this massive bomb shelter, where they're holed up like victims of a hurricane.
There isn't enough food here. The kids are frightened. It's not quiet here. All the time there's noise and yelling.
No longer allowed to play on the street, children pass the time now indoors. After a series of Hezbollah rocket attacks, the city has become a virtual ghost town. Residents have fled or now stay indoors.
We are suffering here at the heart because we are waiting for Odi. We are waiting to find proof that he is alive. And we are suffering also because we are under a bomb attack.
Maybe if you will hit them more, they will be more willing to negotiate. We are not experts, we are just a family.
Israelis are more defiant than ever before, most supporting the government's actions against Hamas and Hezbollah.
Israel is unified as it has not been in a long time on this. There seems to be a very solid backing for the Omer government, and at this point, a real sense that this has to be done.
Ron Kierman pays homage to the daughter he lost years ago. He still dreams of a life with no war, no terror. But with missiles continuing to fall, he's not hopeful.
It's not my first war, and frankly to say, I don't think it was my last war. I want to live a normal life. I don't care if Israel has another meter of southern Lebanon or if Israel has another meter of Gaza. All we want to do is live here in peace. Let us be